Imagine a city that breathes knowledge, a metropolis where the stones tell stories, and wisdom strolls through the streets like any other citizen. That city is Athens, the cradle of democracy, the mother of philosophy. Now, could this unique city give birth to the most critical thinker of all time? Socrates was not just a simple inhabitant of Athens. He was its critical voice, its conscience in an eternal quest for truth. In a world full of myths and superstitions, Socrates emerged as a disruptive figure, questioning everything established. But could such a figure have existed in any other place or time? It's fascinating to think about how the cultural and political DNA of Athens shaped Socrates' inquisitive mind, turning him into the philosopher who transformed Western thought forever. Athens was not only a political capital, it was a cultural hotbed, a crucible of ideas where the impossible could become real. In this bustling context, with the vigilant shadow of the Parthenon, Socrates began to question the unquestionable. His dialogues were more than conversations. They were a revolution in thought, a confrontation with moral and social conventions. The polis, with its crowded plazas and improvised schools, became the perfect stage for Socratic questions that continue to resonate through the centuries. But what if Socrates had been born in a more remote and less vibrant corner of the ancient world? Perhaps his questions would never have found an echo, and the course of Western thought would have taken a completely different direction. The symbiosis between Socrates and Athens is more than a simple geographical coincidence. This bond posed an enigma. Does a genius need a fertile land to flourish? Let's remember that during the 5th century BC, Athens was going through its golden age. With its strong influence in art, music, politics, and philosophy, the city provided a rich soil for minds like Socrates to germinate. Intellectual disputes were not just welcomed, they were the core of Athenian life. But then, the question arises, could Athens be shaped by its citizens as much as they were shaped by the city? In Socrates, Athens found both its sun and its sharpest critic, and this duality only strengthened its identity as the cradle of thought. The condemnation of Socrates reminds us that even the brightest minds face monumental challenges in their time. In Athens, paradoxically, the very city that nurtured him also condemned him. Accused of corrupting the youth and challenging the city's gods, his trial and subsequent condemnation to drink hemlock leave us with a knot in the stomach. In his death, Socrates adopted the posture of the martyr philosopher, and Athens, a place at the forefront, was marked by its internal contradictions. However, Socrates' legacy lies not only in the teachings he left, but also in the idea that place and time can shape geniuses, just as geniuses can sculpt the destiny of their settings. Athens and Socrates, an indissoluble bond, a shared destiny between city and philosopher. To access more content like this, subscribe to the channel and don't miss what's coming next.